So I am a brand new World War III player, and today I'm going to be giving you my first impressions. I want to be starting off with some good things, and then I'm going to tell you about some of the bad, and then I will be giving you my overall opinion. Now, before I continue, I do want to make sure that you hit the subscribe button, so please make sure you do that down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps out my channel immensely. Leave a thumbs up as well, and then drop a comment down below. I want you to tell me if I missed any of the finer points of World War III in the comments section. Okay, so here we go. So the gun variety in this game is outstanding. There are many guns for you to choose from. They all have their own attachments, and each attachment does something different. The UI in this game is very clear, and it is very effective at telling you what each of the attachments do. Also, each weapon can have a nice shiny camo added to it, and then you can also add camo to the individual attachments themselves, so you can make a nice looking Frankenstein gun. Speaking of the attachments, once again, there is great variety here and lots of detail. Gameplay wise, the maps are detailed and well thought out and very aesthetically pleasing, and most importantly, they match the setting of the game. You actually feel like you're fighting in World War III. The maps feel like they are within the setting. This is something that Battlefield 2042 really struggles with. The graphics and sound are phenomenal. They are top tier. I think that is to be expected in modern first-person shooters. World War III checks both of those boxes. And lastly, this game is free. If you like free stuff, World War III is right up your alley. All I did was I went on Steam, I looked the game up. When you do that, it installs the launcher. Boo. And then when you go into the World War III launcher, it installs the game. That's it. It doesn't cost you a thing. Now onto the negatives. The lag. Straight out of the gate, the lag in this game is atrocious. I want to put it up on screen at one point in this video. The lobby that I was in while capturing the footage had pretty much all red bar connections. There were maybe one or two who had 2-bar or the yellow connections, but the lag in this game is game breaking. There were many times where I got shot around the corner, and it's not even huge like it is in Battlefield or Call of Duty. I am blatantly getting shot around corners here. It sucks. The next thing, and this kind of plays into the last, is the player count. There's hardly anybody playing this game. I captured footage on a Saturday night on a holiday weekend here in America. There was barely anyone in the server. It took a long time to find a game, and of course once I did, the connections were terrible. And then of course the low player count makes connections worse, which makes the lag worse, which then drops the player count even further. Another negative, the vehicle physics in this game are laughably bad. They are just straight up broken. You will see tanks do things in this game that tanks are not supposed to do, and it's funny, but it's also kind of sad. Speaking of the vehicles, the sounds will glitch out occasionally. You will have a tank firing its cannon, and then there will not be any sound whatsoever. And then lastly, I do want to mention lag. Holy crap, this game, I have to say it again, the connections are so terrible. The server is probably in a jungle in Indonesia somewhere. Shouts out to Indonesia. So overall, this game released with a lot of promise. The graphics are nice, the sound is terrific, the maps are detailed, they're well thought out, well designed, and they actually fit within the setting of the game in a third world war. Gunplay is realistic and challenging and extremely detailed. If you are a gun enthusiast at really any sort of level, you're gonna love it in this game. But without players, you can't play this. This is an online first-person shooter. You cannot play without other people. The player count is pathetic. I cannot say that I will continue playing this game much more, despite thoroughly enjoying myself and having way more fun with it than I have with Battlefield 2042. But connections, lag, player count, because of those things, I cannot recommend World War III in 2023. I really want to, but I just can't.